and Bryant Dacus. Weekday afternoons from 3 to 6. Welcome to Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio. The first hour of the show is brought to you by MemphisMoldInspector.com. Now, here's your host, Johnny Radio himself, John Harden.
What it is, baby. What it is. No, what it is, baby. What it is. I gotta go. Never wanna change, but you're still there. Laying down, bend it over. Break it down, back it up. I just got you a flight a couple
Yo. Welcome into a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio, and it is a beautiful 2 for Tuesday. I'm fired up because we got so much NFL news to break down. We going with Mo Shufta.
Oh, yeah.
And we got Mo for, I
think we may have him for the full hour.
Ooh-wee. 11:30. He's going to jump on here, and it's going to be deep up in the National Football League.
In fact, he said as long as his signal is good, reporting to us live from Duval County, he's got us for the full hour.
Duval! If you don't know what I'm talking about, well, you just think I'm an idiot. Kind of makes me think of a certain coach, maybe, down in Duval, Liam Cohen.
I mean, which he just stole really from the people of Duval. That would be equivalent to anybody else doing the Memphis.
T.I., could you imagine him doing that? I'd be like, what? What? But, we got a Memphis basketball game tonight. Memphis Grizzlies, they play the 76ers on the road. 6 o'clock is the tip. The fun will follow. We also, tomorrow, our man Dave Woloshin, I was so mad at myself for turning him off because I like listening to him when the Tigers are playing, and I just gave up. Luckily, they didn't. They won 96-95 in overtime. Thank you, Barry, for hitting those 2 big threes. But big second half, 31 points, I believe, in the first and 50 in the second. Something close to that. Big difference. They got to play Tulane again on Wednesday. We will talk about college hoops. We will talk NBA. We are going to talk a lot about the National Football League. I got some funny stories, man. Like, y'all, we kind of... This morning, Darian and Jay and I got together with about 10 and 20 at the crib, kind of cut it up a little bit. Yeah, we got some funny stories.
I showed my elation for my present I woke up with this morning. Niner Nation, we are Mike Evans strong.
So, again, there he goes. He's got to steal everybody's thunder. That's Darian Newsom. Action News 5. No,
that's elated, man.
I'm messing with you. You're stoked, and I get it. Yesterday, remember, I made some predictions, and it seemed like a lot of them came to. Who was I talking about yesterday? And I was like, told you so. Well, I'll remember when we talk with Mo. And I know the historian will probably remember because he's kind of a smart dude.
Hopefully you can pick us to win a Super Bowl now.
Unfortunately. Oh man, by the way, that window be closing fast, so y'all got to make them moves. You know what I mean?
I know. Think about what this does for McCaffrey.
Yeah, it does. It helps out a lot. Think about how much it
unfortunately
hurts.
Kittle's hurt. Like,
Little Brock Purdy
out.
Or Mac. I'm a noodle arm Jones. Dude, I'm like a multitasking maniac.
Yeah, you are. You getting it over there. Look at you.
I'm doing it, dog. Doing it.
Again, Twitter world sees you.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can watch me, by the way, on YouTube. Twitter, Twitch.
Put John in your pocket. Did you forget?
Yeah, put me in your pocket. Put me in your pocket. I like that. You can take me anywhere you want.
Sports 56 app.
By the way, think about it in the future. Literally, like with the I learned something terrible actually. Do y'all know what an Oculus is?
Yeah, that's the VR, right? Virtual reality deal.
I guess is that what they call it?
Yeah, like you can go and play Tiger Woods golf course from the seat of your couch.
Well, it's kind of like, so I got an Oculus a couple years ago, and it was for one thing. You can put an attachment on your real baseball bat, and you can go in your backyard and you can go and hit balls. And it's not the same as going to a place like D-Bat, but you know what? The feel... like the excitement, the hair that stands up on your arm when you hop up in there.
Who was throwing the heaters?
I mean, like you get to pick. I mean, it's insane. Like the things you get to do. It was. By the way, again for me, it was like wow. But again, it is considered a game, okay? But it's not. I use it like I said to practice. You know, like get cuts in because when you can go in the backyard and kill 15, 20 minutes. Get some good batting practice in where, driving all the way to D-bat, it's going to be at least an hour experience on the minimum. So when you don't have time to do things like that, or if you don't have time to go to the cage or whatever, you hop on the VR. Why am I saying this? Because, again, that's the only thing I had done up until this weekend.
Oh, you talking about the virtual reality stuff?
The Google thing, the Oculus.
Yeah.
Okay, so you saw have you seen it? Mm. So have I ever had you put it on and, hit some baseball?
I just asked you what you pay for it. You just looked at me and said a grill.
Yeah, it's too much, man.
I bet.
But, it's, again, for me, I like what it is that I was doing. But do you know that I found out you can go, there's a lot of things that you can do on this game, on this thing. But I've never done anything to play the baseball because I'm not friends with people, you know what I mean? I have real friends. I have Darian. I have Jay. I have our homie Matt. I have real friends in this world. But I did find out on Oculus, you can go to a place and it's like, put it this way. You know how I went and saw Addison Gray at the Chicken Coop in Las Vegas back in 2017?
Right.
Or was that 18? It was just before the vid. Well, now you can go basically, let's just say you can go to the Chicken Coop virtually. I'm like, what?
Virtually.
What?
On the Oculus is what you're saying they're doing this.
Yeah. And all I keep thinking,
porn on, man. Jeez.
What I'm just saying is man, how they gonna make babies in the future if everybody's just sitting on
They won't.
Well, who's gonna pay our Social Security, man? We need that money, bro. I need that net.
True. I mean, this is what we were just talking about last week. They have AI companions now, John.
I mean, are these kids now in the future going to watch basketball really on television? Or are they going to be watching it through some virtual reality set?
Virtual reality,
where you can sit right there. Would you do you think they could ever get it so good where you could literally basically you can buy a real ticket, of course.
Yeah.
But you can buy a virtual reality ticket and basically be sitting up in that joint from a certain angle.
Yes, because this is a generation of kids that's accustomed to moving the goalpost to satisfy their own interest of whatever.
And their attention spans are even smaller than mine.
Even smaller, so they're accustomed. They're growing up like this with these habits, and they're gonna think that it's all right. It's all normal to them.
I would say the whole the whole red light district on the Oculus is something I was shocked by, but I believe
on the Oculus.
But the fact that they haven't done it yet to where you could go watch Wemby live, but he's not live, it's just on your Oculus, but it's the real game on television.
Right.
Because that feels like that would be a money maker, and it's not like they don't have cameras out the wazoo.
It would be. Without question.
Because then again, can't everybody go to these games.
Right.
You're in Memphis, Tennessee. You wanted to watch. Maybe you're a big fan of the New York Knicks,
and they're going to pay for the convenience.
And then you pay for the convenience. You get it puts you oh, you can pick your little spot. Oh, this one's and you would probably go with the most $20 and you courtside to that joint or something. Yeah. I should be doing some marketing for the NBA.
It won't just be it'll go across sports too, not just with team sports. It's going to work with mixed martial arts. It'll work with boxing. It'll work with wrestling. It's going to work in
get
all
out there go to Wrigley Field and watch the Cubs.
Yeah. John, I'll take that a step farther. You may need some marketing. You may be crossing some economic barriers. Peep this: most people in the quote hood cannot go to a game and see that or sit courtside for $20. You can have a family of 5 sit there and enjoy that at their home.
Talk about shortcutting it.
You bring a different world of people into the arena, no pun intended.
So with this is something that I think
new
would
money,
help.
baby.
That's what I'm saying. I think this was something that would not only help the kids, help families, but it would also help the game grow. Because again, if they don't do something to like, because right now the NBA is more about highlights and clips and reels. Like,
That's
you
where they
look
get
how
their
many
money at.
people, like, it's insane.
Because that's where they're catering to the demographic, and we're not in that demographic anymore.
I know, it's really
We're just
sucks.
sports
that-
guys
Priced
that
out.
like basketball, But in the same time, they know that these kids, they can generate 10 million hits overnight just from what they put up on YouTube. Overnight.
Because they don't watch games, they watch clicks
They
and
watch
highlights.
clicks,
They're not
highlights,
invested
the
into the
backstage
game.
Oh, no,
stuff,
trust me, I
all
know.
of that, you know what I'm saying? And so, and that's the part that so much of America don't get. It's like, this ain't
No, I'm
marketing
married.
no more.
John not be using the Oculus for POV porn. I was just telling you, a person down the street told me about this. I was trying to take it a step further, that there's something better to use it for. And I would think,
Which there are.
if I am in the, you got, that's why you got to get some young blood up in that joint. But if I was in the head office of the NBA, I'd be 100% saying, look, man, we can't, like, all these kids have these things now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot, not all these kids, but a lot of these kids. Even I got one,
You got one.
which is insane. But again, I got mine for only one specific
Right.
thing. But now I'm thinking to myself, after what I was shown, over the weekend.
So much more they can go to it.
But it's, again, I don't want to go to the chicken coop on there because I have a beautiful wife. But I would in a heartbeat. Like, could you imagine? Okay, so it's a big game, the Rose Bowl. You can't, of course, fly across the country, go over to California, get you a bunch of tickets, watch that ball game. But you put that headset on, if they can say they can put you, like, right there.
It's better than the
And the thing
at-home
is if
theater.
you haven't done this, you're probably saying to yourself, well, John, that would be weird. No, bro, you haven't put one of these things on.
It's an experience.
It's like the audio, visual, and it's only going to get better. And by the way, it's so good.
Experience,
The
man.
hair on my, like, the first time, like, I got in the box, and you're looking around at this stadium, and you're like, and it's, it's a 360-degree
Mm-hmm.
view. Like, it's nuts.
virtual reality.
Yes. And you got to take it off and be like, wait a second, I'm still in my backyard in Memphis, right? Hold on, I'll put this back, but holy ish,
Yeah.
But, like, you put that to where I can go see a Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah.
I'm in.
What you think?
And speaking of
you
that-
think the soccer fans wouldn't eat that up?
Oh, a game that I don't really enjoy, they'd be all over. I didn't even think about it. But the reason I got off on that, completely had no idea we were going to go there. But I did want to go in this first segment because we have a huge NFL day, and you're a big hoops head. Darian loves the game. I am a novice, but love
Man,
it.
you know sports, man. Quit playing.
Thank you. Not like you, though. But I will tell you, though, I look around in the National Basketball, and I'm trying to figure out, one, the best teams. The whole East, the entire East, to me, is flawed.
Remember what I told you yesterday morning? You lead me right into this.
Yep. I'm leading you right into this, man. But when I look at that Detroit, I got that love for
We
this team.
discussed this on last week's episode of 94 Feet of Life, which was our last NBA episode till probably April 8th or whatever the case may be, because we're going all tomorrow night's college, next week's tournament, college till we get through with college, and men's and women. We rocking on both. But Big Shot Ron, myself, and Trav, we talked about the Spurs. Granted that this will be
Because over in the East, it's like a crapshoot. Because
well,
I'll
it's a
say it could be
crapshoot.
the Pistons, it could be the Celtics, the Knicks could
Right.
put it on.
Right.
I'm not saying the Cavs can't. I'm
you
just
got a
saying.
nice cluster at the top that can
But
go
when I
either
look
way.
in the West, there's two teams, and right now I can't believe I'm saying this. It's Oklahoma City, obviously. The only thing that's been able to stop him has been Timothy McVeigh, but it could be the Spurs team. And I put the Spurs right there, up there with the Thunder.
and the Spurs can legit beat the Thunder because they will simply play defense and guard the Thunder. They will do what the Thunder do back. What the Thunder do to people, they do it right back. And they just win they in the regular season they've won those battles. But
I mean,
the
getting De'Aaron
Spurs-
Fox to put with Wemby the way he is, I mean, he's great under pressure. He's
it ain't
clutch,
even
his
just
speed.
him. And
No,
that's the beautiful part, because it's like
your facts. These are facts.
Because he's like one of those, but then you look around at Steph Castle.
Yeah, I never thought it would be. like this.
I look at what Keldon Johnson is doing, who kind of remind me of Boris Diaw.
Did you think Stephon Castle was going to be this good coming out of UConn?
I'm not going to lie.
I thought he was going to be good. But
I did. I saw it at UConn. He was like that. But they got the ultimate cheat code. You usually have to go
I
through,
honestly hadn't thought about Castle since that damn championship in Utah until this year.
You usually have to go through some heartache as a young team going through trying to win an NBA championship. They could bypass all that just because they got Wemby on the floor. And Wemby carries himself like a 27, 28-year-old professional.
Well, I mean, it's as
Granted,
long as
he's
he's
young.
healthy.
Yeah,
as long as he's healthy.
But as young
He's
as
an
their team
impossible
is,
person to guard.
As young as their team is, they carry themselves with a great level of maturity, just like the Oklahoma City Thunder.
100% correct. And no, I didn't think Castle would be that good.
I thought he was going to be. Well, I mean, he ain't made All-Star team.
No, he's
yet, but
not
awesome.
going to make an
He
All-Star
will be.
team.
I am gushing over him because, all right, here's my crazy secret that you guys don't
Well,
know.
he's one thing. He's not like the greatest. Like, he's not a big 3-point shooter for a 2 guard. I will
No.
tell you that. Which is crazy, but he does all the
does
stuff
everything well.
you need to help. You
Your
want
question
De'Aaron
was
Fox.
out of UConn. No, John, I'm a huge UConn fan. I go back to Khalid El-Amin. That was the short guy. So I love me some Khalid El-Amin and Jake
5'10".
Vosco, that team. John, when I watched this guy, I did not see it. He looks like a Darren Peterson-esque type of player in the way he's playing right now.
I know
think Castle's
why
ceiling is
He
so high.
can't overshadow.
And Devin be shooting the threes
Look at
more.
the hitters
anyway.
he played with. He played
But
with
he
about
looks like, I'm
6
gonna
other
use
dudes
one of
that's
yours.
in
He
the
looks
league.
like a hooper. Like when the ball is in his hand, he makes basketball moves.
Like
Like
basketball?
his game is beautiful. I love watching Stephon Castle.
It's like what we always say about Tatum. It's aesthetically beautiful. The way his moves
And he's
everything
back.
looks.
I'm breathless over him, y'all, because I didn't think he should come back, but he is balling.
Well,
right now.
like I told people, he tore it on Monday night. He had the surgery Tuesday morning, so his intent was to get back ASAP. And
But why
he
though?
put
That
the-
was my question. Why?
He's
You're
a
28
hooper.
years old. You're a champion. You're a gold medal winner.
He's a hooper.
I know, but-
He's driven by a different maniacal. We can't really live by the maniacal, pursuit
Whoa.
that he's on.
The one thing that the Spurs I always think about is like you got the monster down low, but he ain't the thickest monster.
That's okay.
Champagne is never going to be a monster either.
That's fine.
Devin and Stephon are almost interchangeable when it comes to probably their size.
That's why they had Keldon put their weight on.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And then of course we know De'Aaron Fox is a small, fast,
But he's a
dude you've ever
decent
seen.
rebounder. I think
He does.
he's a
he
good
grabs the
rebounder.
ball in the open.
Oh, they
and he
like
pushes it
Nash
down
now.
the court.
They game
They are
rebound.
like
But that's the one thing about him is they light.
But they
That's
light,
what I thought Oklahoma
light.
City was. Remember?
They light, but they fight.
But they fight. Come on, somebody. Yeah, come on, John. I think
They
dude,
throw elbows.
I'm with you. I'm with
Because
you on this.
I picked that up on when they beat the Spurs in the last 2 times in the last couple of weeks. It's like
No,
they
when
just
they-
took the
when they
fight.
beat OKC.
Not the Spurs, but they beat the Pistons.
Oh, the
excuse me.
Pistons, okay.
But when they just took the fight straight to them,
Absolutely.
where it's like Detroit prides itself on their physicality and want to be tough and we'll fight you. They took it straight to them.
But the thing about what you're saying is championship teams have that ability to do that. Every team in the NBA don't have the
Everybody
ability
got that.
to take your soul and absolutely Shang Tsung it and send it to wherever. You know.
This is
Okay,
how
well, this is the
death
same thing.
lineups are
Okay,
made.
well, can I ask this to the Sissy Log Cabin text and listener line where life's too short for ordinary jewelry? Because I'm going to ask you all this, but I want to get their opinion as well.
Bring 'em in.
What are you thinking about people? Because I also thought Oklahoma City was way too damn light in the shorts. Their main big man was actually Lou Dort. Divorce called, I need a snort. Somebody paid my child support. And he is a 2 guard. He just plays as a monster.
And he's their
Play strong
and he's
safety,
their
that's
four,
why.
Yeah.
what makes them a championship team is he's their 4th best player. You see what I'm
he
saying?
is. Well,
And
and
one
then
of the most
Isaiah's
physical.
just the, lightest skinned brother in the whole world. 7 feet tall, 250, doesn't do anything exceptional, got an ugly ass shot, but it works with Oklahoma City.
He goes to the glass.
And that's what they
He
need
does
him
his
to do.
basketball stuff.
Chet might be 7 feet tall, but he'd be skinnier than like Bean. Who was it on there was Popeye and String Bean.
Olive oil.
Olive oil, thank you.
His later was olive.
We can't call that man
Chet
olive oil. I'm
Holmgren
you,
looked
we
like
can't do
olive
that.
oil, man.
Just like you said, Travis
Dye
Kelce's
his
supposed
hair
to change his
black.
name yesterday. I heard Jay Ham say, "We won't dish. Don't. He's not olive oil. He's thin. He's light in the keister. We ain't gonna olive oil him, John."
I mean, Jalen Williams is also an undersized.
He's a taller downtown Bruno.
You mean the Arkansas Jalen Williams?
No, Santa Clara.
Or Santa Clara.
Yeah, it's a great point.
He's been off
That's
and
a
on
great
too.
point. They got two. Jalen
Arkansas been
Williams.
hooping too as of lately.
He
Yeah,
has
but
been.
I'm talking about Jalen Williams.
man, yeah,
can
he's talking
go
about
out there
the
and get you 20, bro.
He got to be healthy.
That's a good point.
They're all young. Playoffs will be fine. I think we're talking what we're
But
seeing.
but the point, and I didn't even finish my question to the Sissy's Log Cabin like text and listener line. I guess what I'm saying is I didn't believe that they could do all this stuff. And yes, we saw the Golden State Warriors do what they did. I almost thought this was the flash in the pan for a while because, again, I was wondering when it was going to get back to the Shaquille O'Neals.
Let me tell you why.
Because fouling is so much different in the National Basketball Association. They didn't call it back then.
We're watching an ever-evolving NBA.
Yeah, where you got
And it's
7
literally
feet guys
evolving.
shooting three and it's
Right.
running and
It's
it's
literally-
speed and it's getting up and down the court.
Well,
and
and he
we're
wasn't even
scoring
the first
125 points to win.
And he wasn't even the first one because Joker was doing it before him.
I mean, do you remember totals just 15 years ago? Like, we're in the low 200. And now, like, look at all these totals today.
but it looked like
You
the
barely
80s.
see anything under 200.
New York Knicks, Miami Heat, 89, 85.
Yeah,
you know.
now
Man,
it looked like it looked
that wasn't because of defense. That's because they were all brick laying.
Today it looked like 1980s box scores. And you got teams that's winning 18, 19 games, but they scoring 125, 115, 120 points. So they getting buckets because not so much as because no defense, it's just faster possessions. They putting shots up quicker. It wasn't so much as that. And then it wasn't a whole lot of
you gotta think
elaborate
about
stuff.
it.
It's 1-2, pop, pop, pop.
You got
You're out of there.
You got to think about this. Miami Heat average 120.1 points a game. Did you know that?
Doing right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can believe it.
Have you seen where they chilling out over in the East?
I can believe it. And they were like 8th, somewhere in there.
The Heat are in 7th place by
Yeah.
a game and a half.
Yeah.
But
Now,
they're the highest scoring team in the
historically,
East. Think about that.
right. And historically, the Eastern Conference has generally been top heavy. You'd be like the top 4 or 5 may be there. But now you got a much more balanced Eastern Conference. Kind of almost look, similar balance to what you got in the West.
Only teams that are in playoff contention, which is insane because you have to remember only 5 teams in each division miss the playoffs. 10 teams, there's 30. I want you to remember there are
No, it's
30.
The 6, 7 through 10 go to play in.
Oh, you're telling me you don't count that as? I count 10 teams make the playoffs. It's a play-in game, but you.
Oh, you count everything all included.
I'm just saying, 10 teams have a chance.
Technically,
Right, you
yeah.
count
Technically,
everything.
you're right.
Yeah.
Hold on,
Yeah,
don't
you're
tell
right, you're right, you're right.
technically. Miami Heat not too long ago with Jimmy Buckets
Yeah, you're
playing
absolutely right.
when it
they
made it
don't-
to the finals.
But
But
when
if
you
you
don't
the
make
10
the
and
play,
you
when you
lose
only
that
make the
one
play,
game,
just
really
was a
ain't-
few years ago,
but
bro.
when you only make the play in and don't make the playoff, they don't consider that the playoffs. But you're right though. It
That's
is
the
10
purist
teams
versus
up for it.
technicalities. You win, John.
I'm with
Go
you.
ahead.
But the reason I bring that up is there's only one other team that gives over 116 points that's in the top 10,
Who that is?
and that's the
Boston.
Atlanta Hawks.
Oh, man.
They're at the bottom too.
Boston gives up 106. What I'm just saying is, man, that Miami Heat team. Again, we talked about how they had a low scoring game not too long ago. Well, yeah, because they couldn't hit a damn shot, and it wasn't because their defense was great either.
And they got a
Because again,
couple
they're
of
giving
good-
up 116.5 points per game while averaging
And
120.1 points per game.
Throw a few piece nuggets that they got.
Show
They
some
line
nuggets.
Up. Davion Mitchell, great
Especially after I
on-ball
learned what a
defender.
nugget was this weekend. Did I tell you about that? Yeah, that was scary.
Great on-ball defender. Andrew Wiggins, great on-ball defender.
I totally
Bam.
forgot he was on that team.
Bam can get down on that end. They got
Mm-hmm.
3 great on-ball defenders on the floor to start. They just, I
Don't
don't
have
know what
anybody
they issue
else.
is.
What about
though.
Khalil Ward? Doesn't he add
Hey,
something to it?
But he got to be in the right mood. He
I
had,
mean, right
Oh, he
now
like
they're in the
DeAndre
mood.
Ayton. Okay,
had
I
They
feel you.
in,
I feel
right
you.
now,
He
they
don't
in the mood. They've
play,
won
he
5
tripping.
damn straight games, I think.
Yeah, because Khalil liked it. He just got to grow
That's
up.
what I said. He's like DeAndre Ayton. Yeah,
Basically.
out there playing,
Right. Same thing. Gotta
not
just
not
grow up.
motivated, unmotivated to rock and roll on the court. Like that's crazy.
You know, that when you mentioned that unmotivated, especially with them, it made me go back
Damn,
to Andrew Bynum.
everybody in the
He wanted to go bowling.
I mean, you got Orlando, Miami, and Atlanta all with win
in
strings
the
better
Orlando's
than 4.
disappointing. this
All
year.
in their
I don't
cluster.
like talking about Orlando. They're disappointing.
And you know
And
who
they
don't
still-
nobody want to see on their side?
Or,
Charlotte.
Of course. Charlotte's the hot commodity right now.
and by the way, they're on a losing streak, which right now, the crazy thing is, do you realize they 5th over there in the division
Over there.
in the Southeast?
Charlotte.
Charlotte.
And they'll make a proper first round exit probably.
Yeah, man. Who
It's
expect-
cute, John. It's regular season. We gotta get you in playoff mode. I'm like, hey,
We getting close.
I
was
hear
just,
you.
I want everybody to answer my question, the Sissy Log Cabin text and listener line. And the question was, I didn't get to it, was basically, are we ever going to see the dominant big?
We are. We're watching it.
No. I'm talking about old school.
Not right now. Because they're not raising bigs like that no more.
I know, because they're making them like
They-
stretches.
Yeah, they straight. They can do the inside
can do
stuff,
all the stuff.
but they do the
Cam,
stretch
he not
stuff,
gonna
too.
like this answer. If you want to see that, John, you got to watch the WNBA in 2 years when my girl
Very
is 7'2" when she comes to the draft and gets drafted
Hold on,
number
my
2
girl's
right
7'2".
behind our girl at
My
USC,
girl's
Juju
7'2".
Watkins.
I told him something yesterday. I threw it out as a hot take, but I halfway believe it, but it's like, I'm going to wait and see. Then about, I say 2030, in this country, the women's game is going to be more popular than the men because
I don't know about
they
that.
going back
I don't either,
to,
but he says women are petty. That means they got all the oos petty
Now
and
they-
half the money.
Yeah,
now-
but you got to make them lay. It's something about those manly men. They don't like seeing those weird layups.
popular,
got-
not better.
I asked him if they were
Popular.
going to be hot and playing
because
in
the
bikinis.
women have woken up in far as fandom now.
Correct.
That's why I'm like they're more invested and engaged into it. And
But the thing is we do have an issue. I only think there's probably 15% of the women in the world out there that are actually able to like control their channel changer, and that's because they are single.
that's
And
why they all got streaming apps.
I'm just saying, Chaz ain't ever going to be watching what she wants
Shout
to
out
watch.
to Audi Cruz.
Hey,
That's all I know.
She watches
From what
my
I-
games.
From what I was seeing on social media over this past weekend with these women's tournaments, especially the SEC. Ooh.
And there's an 8th
And
grader,
the,
John.
the Unrivaled and the WNBA stuff that's going on with them with the labor dispute, they more on track than that than we would be with NFL and NBA labor stuff. I'm like, yo.
So
easy.
like, okay, so women are now gonna like now start just get like you husbands are giving away their remote controls.
Like, they just go into the other room and get the TV.
That's separate rooms.
Yeah.
Hey, and before we get
They're
off
not
this
family
basketball
watching,
subject,
but it's some husbands that's
I don't know.
also
I
watching,
like
too.
I like Chaz being in there.
It's some husbands that's watching too.
Y'all know me. I gotta
watching
talk,
Lifetime.
even if it's with Chaz.
I can't do
And
that.
I mean that in the most respect.
I feel you.
If I'm talking sports, you know, I'd rather be talking to you,
Listen,
gentlemen.
Not better,
But-
just more popular.
She was
Not
watching
better.
sports
When I
Center
want to
this
go
morning.
to bed, I promise you, I don't want y'all there. So, you know,
Man, you
promise
so
you
crazy.
that.
Hey, look, Joe, I got to give a shout out right quick before we get off this basketball and women's basketball. Did y'all know that there's an awesome 8th grader down at Olive Branch that won the state championship? Like, she sank the winning free throws, John. She starts as an 8th grader. And my apologies. Sissy's text line, if y'all, I mean, I got to do the research. I'll grab her name right quick, but it just hit me. John, she's in the 8th grade. We will be watching her in the WNBA, and she's from this area. Like, this young lady is awesome. You start
Paige
against
was like that
17,
in the 8th
18-year-olds? Huh?
Paige was like that in the 8th grade. So we
yeah.
do what Paige
Andre
was
Allen
like
was like that in the 8th grade.
Andre Allen was
He
like
that in the 8th grade. But I mean,
Right.
starting that, it's something special when you're that 8th grader and you can play with high schoolers. Like, I just think that's ultra special all the time.
Former Grizz Tyus Jones is the all-time leading scorer in Minnesota because he was balling in the 8th grade on varsity. So it is what it
All right,
is.
now let's
We're
get
in
to
a roll,
some
John.
football.
It is time to talk NFL. I'm late for a break. Not something I.
Oh, you
gonna be
did
my
good. You
first.
did good with your basketball. You got your basketball
But
on.
I had to get it
You got
in.
it out your system.
I did want to remind everybody
more
though,
tomorrow.
the ultimate hot wing showdown is at the Championship Hot Wing, the World Championship Hot Wing Contest and Festival, April 18th at River Garden Park. Go to World Wing Fest, get your tickets. That's how you can also sign up if you want to be a team. I need 10 teams to sign up. We've gotten 2 now. I need 8 more. That puts us over 60 teams competing for over $25,000 in prizes. We got a $500 dance off. We got a $200 wing eating contest. We got a DJ. We got the Memphis Funkin' Horns, baby. 2 stages, ballin', drinks, food. There'll be vendors down there. I'm telling you, worldwingfest.com. Check it out. Time to talk with Mo Schefter. He's down in Duval. And we're talking NFL on Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
You have opinions?
I think it's over.
Of course you do.
I don't think it's that simple.
Everyone does.
I got all the answers.
Hit us up on the Sissy's Log Cabin listener line at 360-8255.
Is your wife asking you to stop eating junk food? Well, we have you covered at Humdinger's. It's quick and it's healthy, and most important, it tastes amazing. With many choices from salmon salad to rainbow trout and grilled asparagus. Come visit us for lunch at Humdinger's, 6300 Poplar Avenue. So good, Coach Penny eats with us weekly. Don't forget, Humdinger's offers full-service catering for weddings, social events, or your corporate lunches. You can call 901-260-8292 to find out more.
Unlock your new go-to spot, Codes Dispensary in Steele, Missouri, just over an hour from Memphis. When you're ready for a legal, reliable option, they're right up the road. Explore the full menu of top-shelf products in-store and online. Short on time? Order ahead and cruise through the drive-thru for a quick pickup. Stack rewards while you stock up with Club Codes. Earn points for every dollar spent. Codes Dispensary, now open in Steele, Missouri. Supreme cannabis that's worth the drive. Learn more at codesdispensary.com. That's codesdispensary.com. Looking for sports in all the wrong places? Try the Owner's Box Sports Bar and Grill in Lakeland's Town Square. Fun, exciting, friendly, and comfortable with wall-to-wall TVs. 24 taps for all your beers, including $3 domestic and $5 craft pints on Mondays. Monday through Friday, 3 to 6 happy hour. Music bingo Tuesdays. Daily specials and online ordering. The Owner's Box Sports Bar and Grill in Lakeland's Town Square. Highway 70. Check Facebook for daily specials and weekend music at the Owner's Box. Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything. From the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys, Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Incorporated, Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly. Men, if you're tired of relying on pills and want lasting, natural performance in the bedroom, Bluff City Health and Wellness offers Apex RF. Backed by clinical research, this discreet 15-minute, non-surgical treatment boosts blood flow, sensitivity, and confidence. No pills, no needles, no side effects. Appointments are filling fast. Call Bluff City Health and Wellness today at 901-800-7606 or take the ED quiz at bchwonline.com. Bluff City Health and Wellness, your confidence in the bedroom naturally.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio. This hour brought to you by MemphisMoldInspector.com. Here once again is Johnny Radio.
We're going to try to go for the win. To Owens.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. We've been talking a little of this, we've been talking a little of that, and we've been talking about how the world's been changing. You know, the Oculus, it is now not only just meant for video games and actually, like, again, I use it for batting practice. You can put an attachment on your real wooden bat, strap it on, and go and have batting practice in your backyard. It's amazing. I did not know they had a red light district, though, for Oculus, which kind of blew my mind. We talked about how, you know, maybe we could have, you know, people who are unfortunately, like, if you live in Memphis, you can't make it to the Rose Bowl, but damn, you can put an Oculus on, sell tickets for like $20 and be right there in the middle of the action, because it put, like, the hair on your arms, man. You know what I'm saying? So I was talking about just ways to make money. Could you imagine going to the big game, going down to see the Super Bowl?
So you go to Super Bowl
and
now.
you put that joint on, bro, and like you right there, and it sounds just like the whole stadium, and you being in there, and you know, it's 360 view. You got some hot chick next to you, or a girl, like, you know what I'm saying? I think I like it. I wonder what Mo Schefter thinks. I also wonder what my wife thinks, because I just noticed a lot of people are trying to say I can't believe you're a sexist.
Hey, Jay, I'm going to bring in Mo.
I am a
Jay. I'm
feminist because I've been fighting. If I can show my nipples, why can't you? It is 2026, man. But anyway, and yes, no, my wife does not get to use the remote control except for like one day a week. And it's usually a Tuesday or a Wednesday, but not during March or April because there's too much stuff in basketball going on.
John, don't waste my Tecmo Bowl.
But if you wanted like the best real estate in the world, think about how much work this girl has to do to appease me. Not only is she honest and loyal because she's great to me, but she's the best real estate in the world. I'm going to give you her personal cell phone, 901-281-6367. Didn't even have to look it up, boo. 901-281-6367. She's a real estate agent and the broker at Moss Real Estate. Again, buy, sell. Nobody gets your home on the market faster. Nobody gets you inside a new home or on the market faster. Again, win-win. This is her full-time job. That's what she does, baby. And she's my girl. So you know she damn good. So make her happy since she lives with a sexist. Call her at 901-281-6367.
Allegedly.
And get your house on the market fast or find your dream home in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail with my beautiful wife over at Moss Real Estate. How'd you like that? See? I'm a good damn
I have
husband.
to throw the allegedly in there for you.
Man, Mo Schefter, bro, would you let your wife control your remote control?
I mean, this ain't no Adam Sandler movie, brother. I will pass on that.
Yeah, it's my remote.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. You know, I might let her control my virtual reality Oculus remote. You know, other than that,
Oculus. You give the Oculus instead of the remote.
I'm just worried about these kids and how many parents right now are going home after listening to the show today and going to see if they can find their search history of what their son's been, why he hadn't come down for 6 hours.
Come out looking like Quagmire.
Yeah. Mo Schefter is a man. He is the myth. He's a living legend. He knows more about football than anybody I know, period. He is, honestly, Mo, you know this. I respect your opinion. You're always honest. If you agree with me, you tell them. If you don't, you say, I respectfully disagree, Johnny, which is like, a lot better than most people treat me. So I always appreciate that. Views from the 22 is no joke. And I don't think it's a joke that the 49ers, whose window is closing, and I think they made a smart move. I thought they were going to go with someone like maybe a Stephon Diggs, a little more speed. But you talk about an end zone guy. You put him, you got George Kittle over there at tight end. I want to know how big of a move is this for the 49ers to go out there and give a 3-year deal for $60.4 million to a man who always gets 1,000 yards every year in Mike Evans. Man was playing with Johnny Manziel at Texas A&M, bro.
And we better not mess that up either, John, that 1,000-yard deal.
No. So what do you think about the move, Mo?
Well, a couple of things, really. We got to break it down with layers. Number one, for those of you who might be criticizing this move, don't eat boogers. This is Mike Evans, and he deserves whatever he gets. We saw that teams overspent on so many other players that haven't done like what Mike Evans has done. I understand you got to pay for what you think he's going to accomplish, but what Mike Evans brings to a locker room, like what Mike Evans brings to an offense, is so much more beyond his age. So that's number one. Number two, I will absolutely love this signing. Right now, I really like it. I will absolutely love this signing as long as they keep Trent Williams on the roster. They did go out and sign another tackle.
They cannot get rid of Trent.
Darian, you might want to put some earmuffs on. There are
already
reports
prepared for the draft, brother.
There are reports that they are shopping the grizzly bear known as Trent Williams. And I don't care what else the 49ers do. If they don't have Trent Williams, whether it's going to be late December or early January, it will come back to bite them in the rear end one way or another. So they still have about $30 million cap space left. No matter who else you want, the number one priority is to keep the big man happy.
And like I almost feel like the Mike Evans, and I kind of like I guess it's not just him. It's just if you look at this team, Trent Williams is. If you notice in the National Football League, there will be a fight that breaks out, and if Trent Williams walks over there, do you notice how fast that fight breaks up? Because everybody's scared of Trent. Like, he is a game that is so violent, people actually fear this dude. They got a fullback in Kyle Juszczyk, who is a solid dude who can catch a ball out of the backfield, but he blows up linebackers and defensive ends and will block the hell out of people. George Kittle catches the ball, he blocks as well. Ricky Pearsall took a bullet and was on the field like next week. He might be their smallest guy and their number 2, but again, tough as nails. Juwan Jennings out of Tennessee, 6'3", 6'4", big, tall, long, athletic. Again, George Kittle, big, tall, long, athletic, lights you up. Ricky Pearsall took a bullet. Mike Evans, now you add to that, a guy to Texas A&M who is physical, who is always getting 1,000 yards. And again, that look how many big dudes you got in the end zone that are 6'4", 6'5", 6'6". I mean 6'3", and then Ricky Pearsall might be only 6'1", but again he took a bullet, bro, and was on the field.
That part because he just the way you just threw it in. Ricky Pearsall took a bullet. It goes back to
a bullet in the chest, dog.
It goes back to about like 2 months ago when Mo referred to the man as Ricky Mini Man Pearsall. Mo thought I forgot about that. I ain't forgetting about that. That was funny as hell too. Yeah, he did. He said it so casually. Like he said, Ricky Mini Man Pearsall. I said, "Call this man Mini Man." Cool.
But they're so physical and tough. Again, like that's kind of one of their identities. And I would hate to lose somebody like Trent Williams because I think the offensive takes on his identity. You notice how much like the whole line plays better. And it's not just because I believe that Trent Williams is one of the best left tackles to, play ever. Yeah, he's like there. He also brings an attitude, and it's like everybody kind of follows from him, like Jake Brendle's a better center when Trent's out there.
Yeah, and I don't want to burst the 49ers bubble, but Juwan Jennings is likely not going to re-sign with the Evans signing unless they restructure McCaffrey and Kittle. And maybe even Purdy, although Purdy's not a big cap casualty. Juwan Jennings is likely gone. And that's, but nonetheless, it's still a wide receiver.
So
you still got Mike Evans.
Bring back pretty much everything on their D then.
Correct. Everybody on defense is coming back, and they do have room to sign another corner or maybe even a rotational pass rusher. And the last thing I'll say on Trent, how, we'd be in the school on recess, and somebody will be like, "I'll punch you in your mouth." And you say, "No, you won't." Yeah, you can't say that to Trent Williams. If he says he's going to punch you in the mouth, ask Richard Sherman. He's going to punch you in the mouth.
Yeah.
So Trent is the general of that entire organization. Along with Fred Warner, obviously.
So, I'm going to take a baby time out because we got to we got less than 2 minutes, right? This is
and I'm good for the hour, by the way.
This is going to be so fast that it's going to make your head spin. But we got a lot of stuff going on in free agency because, the real deal Holyfield starts tomorrow. Everything right now is the legal tampering, which is also something that's weird to me as well. But we haven't even talked about my man, Memphis born, Memphis bred, Memphis made, till he dead, Super Bowl MVP, Kenneth Walker III, got a new football team. That's all next. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Not only can you listen to your favorite shows on Sports 56, you can also watch video of the shows live on Twitter and YouTube. Watch and listen every day at Sports 56 WHBQ.
Remember when a spring day meant sunshine, animals, and nowhere you had to be? At the Memphis Zoo, spring break is the perfect excuse to get outside and explore. Meet adorable new animal babies, hop aboard the zoo train, take a spin on the carousel, or soar above the zoo on the zip line. Discover new foods and retail along the way, and grab a classic Mold-A-Rama souvenir. Bring the kids, meet friends, or enjoy a quiet afternoon. The Memphis Zoo, creating adventures, saving wildlife.
Hi, this is Lauren Choate with Choate's Air Conditioning, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. Taking care of families isn't new to us. It's what we've done across the Mid-South since 1958. Now celebrating 68 years in business, Choate's is still family-owned, award-winning, and committed to doing things the right way. With honest service, expert technicians, and industry-leading warranties that bring real peace of mind. To celebrate, we're offering our $68 deals. Get our $68 early bird AC tune-up special, or just need Freon to get you cooling, get $68 off per pound. If your system is struggling, don't wait for it to fail on the hottest day of the year. Upgrade today and get up to $2,000 in Carrier Cool Cash rebates on select Carrier systems. Plus, enjoy 60 months no interest financing on new HVAC systems, generators, or tankless water heaters. Call Choates at 347-8086 or visit HVAC.com today. And remember, let our family serve your family.
This is a special notice to U.S. taxpayers owing $10,000 or more to the IRS. Tax Relief Advocates is urgently notifying taxpayers that tax relief initiatives are now available that may significantly reduce or eliminate what you owe. If you are afraid of an IRS lien, levy, or wage garnishment, don't lose hope. You can now take advantage of these current relief programs to end all collections, reduce the amount you owe, and resolve your tax problem. Even if you have years of unfiled tax returns or already in a payment plan, you may still qualify for significant relief. Struggling taxpayers can now get the relief they need during these hard economic times. A hotline has been established by Tax Relief Advocates for you to call and see what you qualify for. They're A+ rated with the BBB and have over 1,000 5-star reviews. Don't wait. Call 800-575-7124. 800-575-7124. That's 800-575-7124. Or simply visit TRA.com.
If you want to make money in sales, Flynn Broadcasting wants you. If you can sell, Flynn Broadcasting has a great career waiting for you. If you can sell, we have great benefits, salary, commission, sales leads, and a great place to work. If you can sell, let us know today. Send your resume to jobs@flynn.com. Can everyone sell? No. But if you can, Flynn Broadcasting wants you. Apply today at jobs@flynn.com. Start your great career today at jobs@flynn.com. Flynn Broadcasting wants you.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio. This hour brought to you by MemphisMoldInspector.com. Here once again is Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It's a beautiful Tuesday. It's a two Tuesday. That means I'm talking football with Mo Schefter. Views from the 22. Free agency starts tomorrow, but people are signing left and right. We spent most of the time stroking Darian and making him happy since he was in here. Talked a whole lot about the San Francisco 49ers. Their football team on paper looks extremely well right now as it's constructed. I mean, again, Mike Evans is going to make any team better. But when you got a little bitty quarterback like Brock Purdy who can process information, and you got, 6'6", 6'5", 6'4", 6'5", 6'3", and Ricky Pearsall might be small, but again, do put a bullet in the chest, man. And said, don't you worry, Brock. I'm going to be there for you. That's how I roll. The defense is tough as hell. But when I look in the National Football League, I'm still looking for some moves to be made that are out there. They're kind of like flying under the radar that we haven't seen quite yet. Some teams to do some stuff that they haven't done, and I'm kind of curious to what they are doing. But we'll get to that when we have a whole lot more time on the other side of the break. But here is Mo Schefter, and I'm talking about a little bit of the current. Mr. Mo, right now,
sir.
Tell me a free agent move. We talked a little bit about Kenneth Walker III. We talked a little this. We talked a little how Kenneth Gainwell got $7 million per year, 2-year, $14 million contract. Another former Memphis Tiger. But right now, if you're looking at the NFL, what free agency move right now you're saying, damn, that was smart as hell?
There's quite a few. The Patriots made a sneaky move overnight with Elijah Vera Tucker taking him from the Jets and signing him to a nice, solid 3-year contract. That's a huge upgrade on the interior. I like all the stuff the Titans are doing because they're sort of in that situation where they have the cap space and they're just trying to buy a team, buy a secondary. So not all of them are going to pan out, but I like the fact that they're focused on an influx of talent. I really liked what the Raiders did on both sides of the football. They added about 8 players, and my favorite was pairing former Georgia teammates Quay Walker and the kid from Philly, Nakobe Dean. That's going to solidify the middle of the defense, solidify the run game. You got range, athleticism, IQ. So I really like that. Overall, on yesterday, the NFL spent $2.3 billion with just yesterday's contract. And the Titans ended up spending $290 million of that contract, of that money. Good on the Colts for keeping Alec Pierce and trading away Michael Pittman. Good on the Bengals for going out and spending money on an edge rusher. That was a huge
deal for Pierce. 4 years, $114 million. I give it a grade A, though, because I can't believe I'm saying this. Man, 47 receptions, 1,003 yards, 6 touchdowns. And again, he's 26 years old. He's just now starting to shine, and he's an explosive threat. So I dig him. There's so many moves. We got to talk about Malik Willis, who, of course, he's headed down to Miami. I wouldn't say he's Dan Marino. Devin Lloyd, the Panthers, adding him, I thought that was a big pickup. They also added Jalen Phillips. So we got a lot to get to. We're going to be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's head on Touch That Dial. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Napa Cafe celebrates 28 years in 2026.
Hi, I'm Glenda Hastings, owner of Napa Cafe, and I want to thank you for making us part of your dining experiences. If you are a first-time guest or have dined with us countless times, I want to thank you for making us part of your lives. Whether you're celebrating with the crowd or planning a cozy date night on the town, Napa Cafe can provide you an extraordinary evening. We have 5 dining rooms, including our private wine cellar, our Jan's room for 2 guests, and the Eleanor room for parties up to 60. Sit back, relax, and celebrate. Leave the cooking to us. Come see me at Napa Cafe, 5101 Sanderlin Avenue. We're open Wednesday through Saturday for dinner starting at 5 o'clock. We also offer curbside pickup from our full menu. For details on our stay-in, dine-out menu or reservations, visit our website at napacafe.com. We can't wait to serve you.
Come join in and celebrate 28 years of Napa Cafe in 2026.
Rick's Powder Coating for a beautiful finish every time. Rick's Powder Coating specializes in automotive, ornamental, residential, and industrial coating. With 2 conveyor lines and the largest batch ovens in the Mid-South, Rick's can accommodate all of your powder coating needs. Locally owned and operated since 2002, Rick's Powder Coating will customize a beautiful finish just for you. Drop by or call to see how Rick's Powder Coating can bring color to your life. 901-367-2771 or rickspowdercoating.com.
Hi, this is Greg Anston from Sports 56 here with Corey B. Trotz and Parker Trotz from NST Law. Okay, Parker, tell us, why did you even want to become a personal injury lawyer?
We all know somebody that's been injured in an accident. They may be off work without transportation, not to mention just having to heal from all of their injuries. And so being a personal injury attorney really gives me a unique opportunity to help people and do for them what they wouldn't be able to do on their own and help get them through a really difficult process while making them feel at ease.
Now, Corey, we know that NST Law has been around forever in the Memphis community. Tell us about some of the causes that really matter the most to your firm.
We have served food at the Ronald McDonald House, cleaned up parks in Memphis, delivered food to people who are food insecure. We've also donated to a lot of legal organizations that provide legal services to indigent clients. Our attorneys and staff want to continue to give back to this wonderful city that's helped us out so much.
Thank you so much, Parker. Thank you, Corey. Remember, NST is always the way to go. If you're ever injured, go to nstlaw.com.
Ken Garland, you are in your 72nd year of business. Your son William is now joining you. What do you think is the key to your longevity in the building business?
My dad started the business in 1965, and I think being on the job sites daily and being accessible to homeowners has been a key to our success.
You guys have a work ethic, as you like to say. You're not hiring people to be on the site. You guys are there every day.
We interact with the subcontractors multiple times a day on each job site. I think that has been a key, as well as using the same subcontractors 20 plus years in most cases.
When you talk about materials, what is the first thing you're thinking about when somebody comes to you to build a home?
We're just trying to meet the expectations of the client and the homeowner and the architect and give them what their dream is.
When you get a Ken Garland home, what do you guarantee?
We'll be there after the job is finished. We're still accessible to all our clients.
Now I need to know, how do I get a hold of Ken Garland?
You can reach us at kengarland.com.
We are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis, with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It is a beautiful Tuesday. And what I mean by beautiful, I'm just so excited. We got hoops on. We got hoops tonight. We have Grizzlies tonight. We've got Ole Miss baseball playing Southern Miss at 5:30 today. NFL free agency, the real deal. Holyfield starts tomorrow. There's moves galore. Not Uspe galore from... Was that the real 007, or was that the parody?
I think that was the parody.
Because the real one was, they were so great. And it doesn't matter. We'll get back, because I'll get me completely off subject. I know my man. I'm not even sure if it's ended or not. But anyway, I don't want to mess Mo up right now. I got to keep him focused on the free agency. He's been working hard. He's been so kind. He's given us 30 minutes. We got another half hour with Mo Schefter, views from the 22, football savant. If you have any questions, hit me at the Sissy's Log Cabin, text and listener line. You want me to ask Mo about your team? Just say, yo, John, tell Mo to ask this, blah, 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 at 901-360-8255. That's 901-360-8255. That's the Sissy's Log Cabin text and listener line, because life is too short for ordinary jewelry. Mo Schefter, Mo money, Mo problems. He's moved down to, well, let's just say Florida. But you know it's got to feel good to be down in Florida. It's a little drizzly up here. It's kind of nasty when I get out there this morning. Clear up yet? Don't know. They ain't even looking at me. But free agency, we've been talking a lot about it. Yeah, they ain't even paying no attention. And a couple people have already reached out to me and wanted to ask you about Cam Ward and about the Titans. And they want to know how you feel about the moves that they've made, basically. Do you think their defense is going to be sick this season? And Cam Ward, are they going to get, do you believe what they got him is a legitimate threat that can excel and take him to the next level? Or take him to a level where he doesn't look like a rookie?
I mean, so let's start with the Wan'Dale Robinson signing, as I'm assuming what everybody's curious about. Look, is he a wide receiver one? No. Is he a big X receiver? No. What he is somebody reliable. You can put the ball in his hands, and he can be dynamic. But he needs a complementary piece, like how he had Malik Neighbors for a couple weeks. And so we'll see what Tennessee does moving forward the rest of the offseason. There's still some guys available, including Jawan Jennings and Christian Kirk, who I think would be great additions for that offense, especially with Cam Ward and Jawan. I would actually really like that combination because of the frame that you mentioned. They got to keep improving their offensive line. We'll see what they do with the running back position. I'm okay. By the way, breaking news, Isaiah Pacheco is signing with the Detroit Lions. That's because the Chiefs signed Kenneth Walker, so Pacheco now joins the Lions with Jahmyr Gibbs. Anyways, I apologize.
Jahmyr, I can run like a madman Gibbs. I thought that, like, a lot of people went crazy about him being a first-round pick. Man, look how Jahmyr's panned out.
Fact.
What do you think about grabbing a physical guy like Isaiah Pacheco to throw back there with him?
They needed somebody. They needed somebody to complement Jahmyr Gibbs. And that's a decent complimentary piece. He's not the ground and pound physical player that David Montgomery is.
I mean, I was going to say at this point,
but they might not be
in their
done.
career, the Texans, by the way, didn't he go down to the Texans, or am I crazy?
Montgomery, yes.
Yeah, he's down to the Texans. That's right. So,
yes.
The addition for the Texans, I like the move, but I also, if Isaiah Pacheco stays healthy, nobody runs harder than him. I'm not saying he's the most physical person out there, but I promise you one thing: he gives you everything he's got when he's on that field.
Listen, a lot of players in the NFL succeed because of effort. Everybody's talented.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of guys just succeed simply because of effort. The perfect example for me is Trey Flowers, the former pass rusher for the New England Patriots. But real quick on Tennessee, not huge on the Alontae Taylor and the Cordell Flott signings, but I get it. You needed to improve your secondary by any means. However, pairing John Franklin Myers with Jeffrey Simmons is a major key.
Nastiness.
Brother, a lot of people might not be familiar with John Franklin Myers. I promise you, Shelby County and the rest of Tennessee, you will be. There are not too many guys who can consistently create interior pass rush the way John Franklin Myers is capable of doing. He was just simply too expensive for the Broncos to bring back because they're still dealing with the Russell Wilson fallout. But the Tennessee Titans absolutely did a great job signing a force to be the interior presence along with Jeffrey Simmons.
That, and everybody knows Jeffrey is just, he's one of those guys. I mean, like Chris Jones and Jeffrey Simmons are both freaks, but everybody knows Chris Jones. But because he's been stuck in Tennessee, not everybody knows and remembers Jeffrey Simmons.
You just reminded me of this. Do you remember Muhammad Wilkerson from the New York Jets?
Sure do.
To me, he was one of the most dominant players of the last 10 years, but he was on the Jets his whole career. That's kind of what I see with Jeffrey Simmons.
Do you like
he is just... Sorry, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, I love that, and I think that's a great comparison. But again, like, I keep thinking about Tennessee's biggest problem being Cam Ward. And you got a veteran, you bring in somebody like Dayball's system, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that system is going to help him out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just kind of curious, what do you think about the pieces they brought in from basically Brian Dayball's boys?
Yeah, again, like, there's some guys that are just great offensive coordinators or not great head coaches. There's nothing wrong with that. I think Brian Daboll is an extremely talented and smart offensive coach. He's been the tight ends coach. He's been a receivers coach. He's been a quarterbacks coach. He's been this coordinator, that coordinator. He's worked with Nick Saban, Belichick, McDaniels, Kirby, you name them. Like, he's got a lot of offensive IQ. And I'm a fan of Cam Ward. I am a fan of Cam Ward, and I think in a system with great coaching staff and influx of talent, I'm not saying they're going to go out and make a deep playoff run, but I certainly think they can contend within their division as early as next year. And I certainly think the ceiling with this coaching staff, with this football team, I'll be as bold and say it's higher than the ceiling that they had with Ryan Tannehill, just because this was Ryan Tannehill.
Good point.
And Tannehill was competing with Brady and Mahomes and Ben and all those guys. I think the AFC is not as top heavy as people would presume, and I don't think the Titans are far off. Like, they are miles ahead where they sit today versus where they sat last year.
And again, like you talk about a coaching staff that listen, I've never been an Amy Adams fan. I'm gonna be honest.
Yep, I'm with you.
But I do have to admit, early this year, like very, very, very beginning of 2026, like around January, first week of January, I would say, when she came out and basically said, she's restructuring the entire front office. She's changing the duties for like the general manager, the president of football operations. She came out, she said, I want to return the team to the championship and the glory days. And I want to have a team that is a championship caliber team for the fans, because damn it, they deserve it. Again, it's always interesting when you start talking like that, but when you actually start making moves that make a lot of sense. I love bringing in Mike Borgonzi. He's now their general manager. He's been there since 2025. Made some pretty good moves, it looks like. You know what I'm saying? Fired. They got rid of Brian Callahan, which I thought was a very, very important move. Did you not? I'm sorry. That is just... Sorry,
I loved it.
Brian wasn't working. Brian looked lost out there, didn't he?
Yep. He had no clue what he was doing as a head coach of a football team. No clue.
And you talk about, guys who are great coordinators. One of the best defensive coordinators in football is Robert Saleh. Do you not agree with me?
I 100% agree with you. I think he's the best defensive mind in football, and he's also bringing along one of the best defensive minds in football in Gus Bradley, who was the defensive coordinator of the Legion of Boom.
Which a lot of people thought was insane.
Yeah, I'm surprised the 49ers let both of them leave the building, to be honest.
So everything is, when you look at the Tennessee Titans, they're trying to make some of the moves. Right now, though, their division helps them out, I truly believe. Again, Travis Etienne left Jacksonville. We can talk about some of that. We're going to talk more free agency. But there's so many people on the damn text line who love the Titans. I didn't even realize it. I just hope it's not landing on like 4 different lines.
The last thing I'll say about the Titans before we move on, we talked about offense and defense and head coach. They also have John Fassel. And yes, we do value special teams here at Views from the 22. John Fassel is one of the best special teams coordinator in the last 20 years. He was incredible with the Rams, with Jeff Fisher, moved on elsewhere. They were good. Like, everywhere he's went, his special teams unit has been in the top 10.
And you got Brian Daboll, Gus Bradley, of course, head man Robert Saleh. You said John, how'd you say his last name?
I don't know if it's Fassel or Fossil. It's Fassel.
Yeah, Fossil. I just say Fossil. I don't know how it is either. I think Shea's a great quarterbacks coach. I love what they've done. Again, their general manager, I'm big into, and I kind of like their move. So we'll see what goes on with Tennessee. Can Amy Adams go from pariah to just completely restructuring everything and her basically perception in 2026? We will find out. Now, there's a lot of free agents out there that are still really damn good. You know what I'm saying? And then there's a lot of going out there, and some teams have done some crazy stuff. When you look around right now, like, who are some of the guys out there that are going to get some magic, crazy deals, and you're just waiting for them? Like, your top guys left available.
So there's a couple of guys that I'm looking at. Rick Wallen is still available from the Seahawks, but to me, the top guys left on the market. Number one is Trey Hendrickson, and right now there is a $10 million gap between what he's being offered by most teams and what he desires to get. So that's very interesting. I would say at this point, a reunion with Cincinnati is not out the question, unless that bridge is completely burned. But if you're not going to get the money you wanted, you might as well go somewhere that you can win. And a lot of teams come to mind at that point. Another one is Rasheed Walker, left tackle, only 26 years old. I am shocked, number one, that Green Bay is just going to let him walk. And number two, that he doesn't have a bigger market than expected. And I'm going to throw one other name at you. You could talk about Braden Smith and Wyatt Teller. But the name that I'm really looking at is Nick Cross, the strong safety for the Indianapolis Colts. He's too pricey for the Colts. Otherwise, they would have brought him back. But when you look at Seattle, who just lost Kobe Bryant, he would be the absolute perfect replacement. To me, Nick Cross is one of the absolute best strong safeties in terms of the run game, in terms of range. And I'll say this to you, Johnny. All these two-shell coverages that people are playing, having a strong safety who can crash down and provide excellent run support is more valuable than ever now. That's what Seattle had with Kobe Bryant. So to me, Nick Cross, he's only 24 years old. I am sure somebody's going to give him money. The question is it going to be somebody with a lot of cap space, or does he want to go somewhere and win? And that's something that I can't wait to see. But Nick Cross is arguably, definitely top 5 available free agents still on the market. Only 24 years old.
Man, making that bank. Right now, though, I got a question. What's up with Kyler Murray?
Ooh, you know I love quarterbacks. I'm going to give you the quarterback report, not Zazu style. I ain't going to be on here singing. But this is the quarterback report. So, Kyler Murray. Everybody is saying it's going to be the Vikings. I hate it. I can't stand it. I think it's a horrible fit. I am not going to get excited.
A little bitty fast guy and have him like practicing with a guy who is weird and meditates and brushes his teeth with his left hand. You know, like J.J. McCarthy and Kyler Murray aren't even like on the same planet, bro.
Facts. I still think it should be the Jets. I still think it's going to be the Jets, and I think it should be the Jets.
Me too.
But everybody is saying it's going to be the Vikings. Speaking of the Vikings, and this is out of Pittsburgh, okay? This is, and Ham can tell you, I not reported, but I heard about the Mike McCarthy news 48 hours before it actually happened. And now I'm hearing this again from the same source. Aaron Rodgers is plan A. And if it's not Aaron Rodgers, plan B is Kirk Cousins. That is straight from the Three Rivers, Allegheny County, up by the Appalachian Mountains. They are still going to wait for Aaron Rodgers. And I'm being told that this deadline they gave him is a bunch of BS. They're just bluffing. And I'm being told that if it's not Aaron Rodgers, it's going to be Kirk Cousins for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So right now, Kyler Murray to Minnesota, although I think it should be the Jets. Aaron Rodgers and Kirk Cousins are going to be the Pittsburgh domino. And we are still waiting to see what Jimmy G's market is looking like. He wants to stay in L.A. L.A. wants him to stay with them. However, there is a feeling that somebody might give him enough money to compete for a quarterback spot, which would be somebody like the New York Jets. The expectation was going to be the Arizona Cardinals, but they went ahead and signed Gardner Minshew. So if you're the Cardinals now, you are stranded in a quarterback desert with Jacoby Brissett and Gardner Minshew and nobody else in sight.
That's insane. And do you think
that's terrible?
Why is Pittsburgh holding out? I mean, have y'all been watching Pat McAfee with Aaron Rodgers? Like, bro, this ain't Aaron Rodgers who was running around like a madman and spinning the ball like a maniac. I'm not saying he was bad last year. In fact, he was the best he's been since he left Green Bay. Last year was by far his best season. But Mike Tomlin got fired and let go at the end of the season. This organization only had 3 damn coaches. Like, he ain't the answer, bruh.
Again, the Pittsburgh Steelers, probably the reason I'm moving out of Pittsburgh. They went from the standard to a retirement community. I think Omar Khan has made a lot of bad decisions. Now you have a lot of money tied up into the wide receiver market while your defense continues to age. And now you're losing depth on defense despite getting Jamel Dean. But from my understanding, getting Rico Dowdle and trading for Michael Pittman and extending Michael Pittman was all part of them enticing Aaron Rodgers like, hey, we're doing this for you. Let's bring the band back together one more time. And I don't like it. I don't like it. I think if you're Pittsburgh, it's okay to, as my pops always tells me, it's okay to make a mistake. It's not okay to make the same mistake twice. If you're Pittsburgh, you kind of handicapped your offseason last year just waiting to hear from Aaron Rodgers. And if you're going to do that again this year, then once again, let's say, hiring Mike McCarthy wasn't even a lateral move. It was a backwards move. So I don't understand the vision at all coming out of the Steel City right now.
I don't either. And it's weird to think about it. Just a team. I mean, I remember the days of the bus and Big Ben and everybody back in the day, Lynn Swan and all the craziness that was going on. And you see crazy Terry Bradshaw. And what scares me is always seeing him in that movie. Man, it scarred me for life, where he was naked in that room. And it was his naked room. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, I happened to walk in. I don't even know what the damn movie was. Matthew McConaughey and a butt-naked Terry Bradshaw, and I was scarred for life.
Yeah, with Sarah Jessica Parker. Failure to launch.
I can't think
What is
failure
it?
to launch.
Bro, all I know
Failure
is
to
also
launch.
Sarah Jessica Parker could never land freaking Matthew McConaughey.
Well, she looked like Dee Snider from Twisted Sister.
She does look like Dee Snider, man. Like, bro.
Hey,
Yeah.
she probably drives a Lincoln, and that's why.
Bunch of big moves. We talked about, like, the Raiders. They landed the best center out there in Tyler Lindenbaugh, Mike Evans. He left the Bay, and he's headed to San Francisco, a different Bay, 3 years. Big target. Just got to make sure that hamstring and that broken. I mean, it's just a clavicle. I ain't worried about
He'll
that.
be fine.
He's going to
He'll
be
be
fine.
fine.
I love Kenneth Walker joining the Chiefs, while Isaiah Pacheco replaced David Montgomery in New York. We talked a little bit about Malik Willis and the Dolphins, but not really much. And I just got to ask, man. Like, this is a team that had a Tannehill experience. Like, dude, they ain't had a damn quarterback since Dan Marino, bro.
Mm-hmm.
In Malik Willis, I got to ask you, and I'm being serious. It's crazy. I didn't believe this. Now, again, we're talking about 90 dropbacks. But in the past 2 seasons, if quarterbacks have had a minimum of 90 pass dropbacks, he actually was number 1 in completion percentage. Now, again, we're talking about a man who had 90 dropbacks, completed 79% of his passes, 972 yards, 6 touchdowns. Also averaged 6.2 yards per carry. These are all awesome, okay? And I know Matt LaFleur is supposed to be he's a great teacher when it comes to quarterbacks, yada, yada, yada. But I've seen these movies before, man. I saw it when they traded homie to Seattle at LSU. Matt Flynn gave him that money, and then, Russell Wilson beats him out. I just don't see this, this Dolphins defense, number 1, being that good. I don't see their offense also being that great. They've had to eat more money. If you think about it, it's the Dolphins and who else? And the damn Denver Broncos.
And the Denver Broncos came out on the
both
right side
those
of
teams
the,
had to eat like $80+ million, didn't they?
and they got to the AFC Championship.
That was Denver, man, and I saw them lose right off the jump. Don't give me that. But my question is for the Dolphins, for real. Like, does their general manager Sullivan, does he actually? Like, this is his, first move. I mean, he's their new GM. And my man just went in there and put his eggs on Malik Willis? Like, am I crazy, or is that a hell of a risky move, or is it a sneaky, sly move?
Yeah, so I was actually looking over some of my notes. Before I go, I would like to say something about Crosby, but on the Malik Willis thing, I think number one for him, for the GM of the Dolphins, he was technically the best option available. That's number one. Number two, but as Jay-Z says, that's like calling me the shortest midget. Wait, that ain't politically correct.
No,
Forget
yeah, it is. It is for this. I tossed a midget 20 feet for $20. That's $1 a foot. Her name was Cassie, 2 feet, 10 inches tall. I know, it was one of the coolest things I've ever done.
People go axe throwing, not Johnny Radio, baby.
No, man, midget toss.
Mo, I'm like the late, great Bob Saget. I saw him do it, too.
Yeah. God, we don't even remember what we were talking about now, because all I can think about
is
Malik Willis and the Dolphins. So do you think that this is a move, and you say, yes, of course, he was the best available and everything. I mean, I guess, because I haven't seen him do anything, like if I was if I'm a Dolphins fan, I'm saying, like I can talk myself into, well, he was terrible with the Titans, but my gosh, he changed. He's gonna be like Rich Gannon. Like, I don't know. Help
Let's
me.
talk about the pros and the cons and the expectations. The pros, obviously, he's a dual threat, and he's got a big arm. He's very good on some deep crossers and some things over the middle. We obviously know under LaFleur, his mechanics improved, and some of his processing of defenses seems to improve. But nonetheless, I'm not a fan of his processor. I still don't think he's got a good enough processor, but we'll see if that happens. I do think that he's way too impatient in the pocket, and y'all know how I feel about quarterbacks who are impatient from the pocket. And like you said, he's limited. So it just depends on what they get out of him. If they can get something like 3,400 passing yards and 18 to 22 touchdowns and less than 12 interceptions, okay, cool. But who's going to be on your offense? Who's going to be? Are they going to run the ball heavy, or are they going to have balance? Because it's not McDaniel anymore. This is a defensive-led coaching staff. So how is that going to fare well for Mr. Malik Willis? I think it's an okay sign-in with huge potential and not a heavy cap casualty hit. $22 million for a quarterback with upside, I'm okay with it. Do I believe in it? No, but I'm okay with it. And it could go one or two ways. It could be, he could be Justin Fields, which is not good, or he could get close to the Jalen Hurts of the world, which would be a little better. And I think he's somewhere in the middle of that.
Dude, Cardi B's got a big old butt. Oh, yeah. Stephon Diggs got to be a nut. Oh, yeah. I don't know how he ruined that. He's already out of the Patriots. What's happening with my man?
Well, we will see what happens with the court system first. I think
they wait.
I think the reason people are not jumping on Stephon Diggs is mainly because of
the chef
of the court case, and that to me would leave Jawan Jennings and Christian Kirk also with Patriot options. But with Stephon Diggs,
dude, just because you asked for medium and the eggs came out over easy doesn't give you an excuse to choke the woman, dog. Come on now, like damn, just throw it back in the pan.
Yeah.
So that's what we're waiting on, and I know I'm late, but I got Mo Schefter on, and I don't care. I know you're looking at me. I know you had to get to some. I want to hear what you got in some of them notes, some guys that you want to put out here in the airwaves.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. Let's start with the Kansas City Chiefs. I like the Kenneth Walker signing. I think that was essential when their running backs were not consistently getting more than 3.5, 3.7 yards per carry. That's a huge problem. You bring in somebody like Kenneth Walker, you saw who his potential is. More importantly, when Charbonnet went out, you saw that he was willing to step up and carry the load.
And he did.
And that's a big part of his character that's not being talked about. But of course, if you know anything about Shelby County, you know it's full of entrepreneurs and hustlers who go after it. I'm not a huge fan of the Colts with this whole let's give Pierce big money and let's see what's going on with Daniel Jones, and Daniel Jones rejected a Sam Darnold type offer. That I'm not a fan of, and I don't like what's going on there. I like what Dallas is patiently doing. I just hope they can still add an off-ball
they got
linebacker.
So much money right now. I'm kind of surprised that they've been a little bit quiet. I expected a bigger, a lot more moves.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree. But the number one thing before we get off this airwaves, because it's 1:30, the Max Crosby thing. Okay, This is the first time in the Ravens' history that they give up a first-round pick, and they not only gave up one, they gave up two. That's number one. The second thing, this contract is not some 5-year finish-your-career-out contract. This is a 3-year contract, which tells me two things. Tells me, number one, I think he's going to end up going back to the Raiders one way or another. I think he will finish his playing career with the Raiders. Number two,
he's just
and this
trying
is the
to
most
get
important.
him that ring, baby.
This is the most important part right here, okay? And I got another thing after this.
All right.
For the Baltimore Ravens, this is a 2-year contract. You have a 2-year window with you have a 2-year championship window. Derrick Henry's getting older. The rest of your core is getting older. And Lamar Jackson, we know how I feel, and we know that I am worried about his longevity. So for the Ravens, I understand why you did it, but the only way we can tell you this was the right move for the Ravens, 100% the right move for the Raiders. The only way to say that for the Ravens is if they hoist the Lombardi Trophy, period. And my last thing, Johnny, let's say you out with a brand new woman, everything is going well, you get to the dinner table, you say, hey, can I take your coat for you? You take your coat for her like a gentleman. And the next thing you notice, she got a big tattoo of her ex's face on her tricep. Are you going to like that?
Nope.
Well, my brother, I don't know what Max Crosby is going to do about that giant Raiders tattoo he's got tatted on him.
That's one of those big things. I mean, it's a monster. I will also say, though, man, the Raider, like when I look at the Ravens and how they replaced, of course, Harbaugh, who's been there so long, if Tucker wasn't pulling a Deshaun Watson, they make the playoffs. Who knows? The world's a different place. But when you got a Zay Flowers, Hop's big hands back, I can't believe they got rid of Isaiah Likely over Mark Andrews. I'm keeping Isaiah Likely, believe it or not. They still got big old Patrick Ricard, and they have LaMarvelous Jackson. Their defense last year let them down. But now, man, you put Crosby and Roquan Smith back there. You also got, don't forget, man, Hamilton and Starks will light you up from the free safety and strong safety position. I think Marlon Humphreys is growing into that nickel route. Awuzie can lock you up. I'm not sure. What do you think about Wiggins? Is he going to be able to stay healthy? I feel like that, like Max Crosby makes that secondary so much better with the way they will lock their guys up. That, I mean, because one, he can get to the quarterback so damn fast. I just think not only did he make the defense better, but I think right now, if you're one of those, if you're Kyle Hamilton, if you're Starks, if you're Humphrey, if you're Awuzie, if you're Wiggins, you're thinking to myself, yes, I do not have to cover for 4 seconds.
1,000%. As Micah Parsons told the Green Bay Packers secondary, I've gotten guys paid in the past. And same thing with Max Crosby. The Ravens have not had a pass rusher like this, obviously, since Ball So Hard University's finest, T-Sizzle, Terrell Suggs. And so I think this is a great, great addition. Also, some news came down my timeline right here. Nothing official, nothing reported, but all signs indicate that Geno Smith is coming home to the Big Apple.
Whoa, he's going back to the Jets?
Nothing official, nothing reported, but that is what is being said right now, that at 4 o'clock tomorrow, Geno Smith will be back with the Jets.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, so it was IK...
Whatever. I can't pronounce his last name.
Oh, my gosh. I know it. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Obuduka, Madoka, I don't know, something like that.
When he got his jaw broken?
Yeah.
Damn, dude, this is going to drive me absolutely nuts. Hit me up at 901-360-8255. I got to remember his name. Ike
Enemkpali.
Ike Enemkpali. Yeah, dog. Broke that jaw. He went out there to your football camp and you didn't reimburse him for the charges, bro. Come on, Geno. But Geno Smith.
$600.
Dude, I know. And that was an infamous punch, and how different would things have been.
Judd, you are so evil. I think the only person that has the ability to do that in that locker room is the owner, Woody Johnson. None of those people were there. If Woody brings that up, I hope Geno punches him.
Oh, Lord. I just know IK be looking.
It's like going back to high school and John won't let you forget you got beat up. Come on, dog. I'm a grown man now. Like, he's coming back different, right?
Man, I'll tell you one thing. Mo Schefter's going to keep coming with more great takes. I hope you're blessed down in Florida. Thank you so much for your time, Mo. I really, really do appreciate it. I know our audience really loves it. Go to Views from the 22. Tell everybody where they can find you.
Mo_Views22, Instagram and TikTok. The website and the store will be back up and open and running over the summertime before the season starts. But for now, Mo_Views22, Instagram and TikTok.
Be blessed, my friend. Thank you again for your time, and we'll do it again soon.
Appreciate y'all, fellas.
That is my man, Mo Schefter. I'm so laid back in two shakes. We got wood for you. Funny stories. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Did you miss your favorite Sports 56 show?
No!
Check out the podcast, broken down hourly at sports56whbq.com or wherever you get your podcasts. Be sure to like and subscribe. Never miss any Sports 56 show again with our podcasts available daily from Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Hi, this is Lauren Choate with Choate's Air Conditioning, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. Taking care of families isn't new to us. It's what we've done across the Mid-South since 1958. Now celebrating 68 years in business, Choate's is still family-owned, award-winning, and committed to doing things the right way. With honest service, expert technicians, and industry-leading warranties that bring real peace of mind. To celebrate, we're offering our $68 deals. Get our $68 early bird AC tune-up special, or just need Freon to get you cooling, get $68 off per pound. If your system is struggling, don't wait for it to fail on the hottest day of the year. Upgrade today and get up to $2,000 in Carrier Cool Cash rebates on select Carrier systems. Plus, enjoy 60 months no interest financing on new HVAC systems, generators, or tankless water heaters. Call Choates at 347-8086 or visit HVAC.com today. And remember, let our family serve your family.
NST is the way to go. Call 68370.
This is Parker Trotz with NST Injury Attorneys. After a car accident, money is on the line, and that's why one call can change everything. For over 35 years, we've gone toe-to-toe with insurance companies and won billions for our clients.
NST is the way to go. Call 68370. They've got the fight, they've got the heart.
NST is the way to go. Call 683-7000 or visit nstlaw.com.
Running a commercial plumbing or HVAC company isn't easy. You're driving revenue, managing payroll, coordinating marketing, juggling projects, and keeping customers satisfied all at once. You need software that keeps up. It's time to upgrade to Service Titan, the all-in-one solution built to help companies like yours run smarter, grow faster, and scale with confidence. See how the most successful contractors are doing it today with Service Titan. Visit ServiceTitan.com to learn more. That's ServiceTitan.com.
When you want your favorite drink without the big box hassle, you need City Center Liquor in Lakeland, your locally owned shop for wine, spirits, beer, and all your tobacco needs. With a friendly staff that knows their stuff, you'll get great recommendations, fast service, and the hometown feel you love. So whether you're stocking up for the weekend or on the hunt for something new to try, City Center Liquor has you covered. City Center Liquor, 9774 Shady Village Lane, just off Highway 70 in Lakeland. Local, friendly, and always fully stocked. For a 5% discount, tell them Sports 56 sent you.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio. This hour brought to you by MemphisMoldInspector.com. Here once again is Johnny Radio.
Black coat, white shoes, black hat, Cadillac, yeah. The boys are time bombs. Black coat, white shoes, black hat, Cadillac.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It's been a busy Tuesday. We've been talking NFL free agency, from everything from we hadn't even talked Chargers. You saw they re-signed Khalil Mack for 1 year, right? I think getting him back 1 year and saying, "Hey, we need to go. Let's go." He's 35 years old. Let's go.
Gotta do it now.
You know, there's just there's been so many damn moves. There's been some really, really good ones. There's been some ones.
Hey, did we bring
that
up
you
locally
question.
N'Kobe Dean, y'all? We were talking about the Kenneths earlier. Did
Oh
we
yeah,
bring
we brought up
N'Kobe?
we brought him to Kobe
N'Kobe
Dean,
got
former
paid too,
Georgia.
man. I think $36 million. Good job. What's that? Horn Lake, Mississippi in the house.
Yeah, that is good money right there,
About the biggest house in Horn Lake, baby.
bro. There's so much. Like when I look around and just see the numbers that are tossed around in free agency, I'm just like, wow. I don't care what anybody says though. We didn't even bring this one really up. I'm still shocked that the Ravens allowed Likely to depart.
Because he will be the Giants' #1 tight end.
John Harbaugh. Well, dude, you're also hooking up with little homie who was good last year. Damn, it's on the tip of my tongue.
That's Scatterbo, right?
No. The tight end they had last year that wasn't bad either, bro. They're gonna have two legitimate tight ends out there, like too legit to quit, baby. Too legit. It's gonna drive me nuts. Come on, help me, Jay Ham over there. I know, because you know I can't move on. I can never move on.
Theo Johnson.
Yes, Theo Johnson. How did you, dude? I'm so proud of you. That dude, young, only 25-year-old, big, out of Penn State, somebody that I didn't think was going to be that good.
Yep,
Showed me.
him. Yep, he's actually hometown Canadian. He's a Canadian judge, by the way.
Oh, I didn't know that. But at least
6'2",
Kendrick
6'4".
Lamar didn't kick his ass like he kicked Drake's.
He's from Ontario, Windsor, Ontario.
But you know, he a big boy. You know, 270 pound tight end, 6'6". You hook him up with Isaiah Likely, who's a route running tight end specialist. You got Cam Scatterbo out there, and we have to remember, by the way, people, you know who their head coach is, don't you? Mr. Harbaugh. John Harbaugh is going to get new life and new blood in New York with a new young quarterback in Jackson Dart, a very, very, very young running back in a Cam Scatterbo, and a very young freak of nature that we don't get to talk about because he's been off injured, Malik Neighbors. Man, I'm telling you, dude. Isaiah Likely, Theo Johnson, two tight end sets with a big Cam Scatterbo, a running quarterback like Jackson Dart, and a freaking nature and Malik Neighbors. Kind of like it, man. I kind of like it, man. Big leg guard John Runyon. But I got to get to a little bit of wood real quick because it feels so good. I had to remind you, don't paint powder coat. Do not paint. It chips, man. But if you go to Rick's Powder Coating doesn't rust. It doesn't chip. It doesn't fade. It's going to be a perfect finish, a beautiful finish, and it's going to be that way forever. So any color in the whole rainbow, you can pick it out yourself. Don't paint, powder coat. Go to rickspowdercoating.com. Let's go to
This is Access Hardwood.
Magic City is a shake joint down in hot Atlanta. They were having a Magic City night in Atlanta against the Orlando Magic, and it was Magic City night. Now, the interesting thing is they were going to promote their wings.
Wings, and he had a cool hoodie to go with it.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
only the hoodie, but the shoes too as well. I almost bought it because
Well, I ain't
had
gonna
a
lie
ticket
to you.
and now
Do you
I'm
know?
selling it.
Remember back in the day, I know a lot of people remember. So one of the best breakfasts that you could get at 6 o'clock and 7 o'clock in the morning was at Platinum.
Plus, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Because I'd get off work, we'd close down the bar at 5. Lights would come on. Then we'd go count our money. I'd be out of there. I'd be pulling in about 6:45.
I just said, damn Waffle House, huh?
Order my breakfast. I'd be eating at 7 o'clock. Some beautiful breakfast and watching some strippers, man.
Yeah. Can't beat that.
It's not. They were being young.
That's
Is
the best part
nice.
of waking up right now.
And these young kids now just put on an Oculus.
And then you wouldn't even wake it up, but it's still the best part of waking up.
Now the best part of waking up is Tito's in my cup. But yes, the NBA has finally put the kibosh on the Atlanta Hawks promotional. Now, I have a question for you. So it is, again, I understand. I can see this from both sides. Okay, here's what I can say. If this is on TNT, I mean, but this wasn't even going to be a nationally televised game. It's
No, the festivities were pregame and halftime. It really wasn't going to be televised.
Yeah, it's not like it's going to be
It
televised.
is no different than Jerry Lawler letting his strap down, fighting Grizz, and our wrestling night here in Memphis. I'm offended that they are not having this day in Atlanta, John.
Well, the thing is I can
I'm just saying
honestly.
wrestling night in general.
I thought he took it back and threw some fire.
No. But I'm just saying, you know how we have wrestling night? They can have Magic City night. John.
Well, that wrestling night speaks to the culture of our city.
What does Magic City speak to?
With Magic City with Atlanta.
Magic City is, a very, very, very popular shake joint down in Atlanta, baby. I mean, like, one of the most popular. It's so popular that, like, there's a lot of people, like, even like
we look at it as it's perceived to be like filth. You know what I'm saying, in that sense, but we understand it as elegant adult entertainment.
Yeah, a lot of business transactions was done.
I mean, like,
at the
how
whole
many
Houston.
moms have put themselves through college doing a little stripping, bro? Calm down.
I mean, Ice Cube made a full feature-length film about this.
But my point is I can actually see the point for the NBA if they say, hey, this is not going to be good. We will cancel the evening. But this is what I'm trying to say. Okay, what is worse for a young person? A shake joint or gambling?
A shake joint or domestic violence against women.
That's another good point.
we got a list of these we really can go with.
But really, they have FanDuel, they have all that stuff everywhere in the world in Atlanta.
MGM,
they have all the apps. Yeah. So it's okay for the NBA. The NBA
they
is
actually
like
vicariously promote drinking before driving. How does everybody get home after drinking those beers at the game?
Great point. My thing is, though, is how is it that it's okay? Again, I'm just going to stick with gambling. Again, I do it. I like it. Yeah. I'm also a 48-year-old man. If I'm 18? Is it 18 to be able to gamble now?
Is it?
Yeah, 18, yeah.
Look that up for me. It's like somebody can do something around here. Y'all just looking at me.
You can go to the service. You can bet, John. 18 years old.
Yeah, I figure if you can die for your country, you should be able to actually drink, to be honest with you. Like, if I can literally sign up and go to a damn war, you're telling me I can't have a cold beer? I wouldn't even drink cold beer. I go straight to the good stuff, the finest alcohol in the whole wide world. That's Tito's. Crafted and still in the United States, down in Austin, Texas, USA. USA.
Varies by your
USA.
State. Some
Tito's.
states 18, most states 21. So varies by your state.
Dang, bro.
You know who else agrees with us on this matter?
Who?
They said they think it's ridiculous. Greg and Eli.
Really?
They said that they went to Magic City when the Super Bowl was last in Atlanta.
They went together again, like I just said. I'm shocked. Like, you will see people that you don't expect in Magic City. It's that common of basically, it's like if you go to Atlanta, people want to go. Well, they used to have the Braves in Atlanta, now they moved them out. If you go to Atlanta, you wanted to see the Braves. You wanted to go to what's the fast? It ain't Disney World.
Six Flags.
Six Flags, thank you.
Which is shut down.
Six Flags got shut down?
Yeah, they closed their bad boy down
Why?
about 4 months ago. I guess they're old and not making as much money.
Oh, damn, I love me some Six Flags.
The whole
Six Flags is done.
They getting ready to actually sell a bunch of Six Flags. I was reading that the other day. So.
Damn, man.
Yeah, tourism ain't the same, man. Except at Disney, they still rocking the Disney. They don't care.
What's that venue that I went to back in the day, that outdoor venue in Atlanta? That was fun.
What you want for a concert?
Yeah. Oh, damn. But my point is,
like
Lakewood Amphitheater.
Yeah, I would say it was an amphitheater. I know they got an amphitheater that they do.
It was Lakewood. I know it was Lakewood Amphitheater.
Just don't go to Lake Lanier. Might not come back.
In fact, one of the best Lakewood Amphitheater in Atlanta. I saw Panic there, and it was buck ass wild. And I actually saw oh my God, oh man, look at Neil Young And we were like right up there, and he flicked out a pic to my cousin because he was trying to hit on her because he's a perverted old man, just like everybody. But yeah. Now,
correction, guys, a group actually put some money together to save that Six Flags. It actually was on the chopping block, like you said, but a group is actually smartly gonna save it.
Best segue I've had in a long time. It was on the chopping block, but now you said it's no longer, so they have somehow saved Six Flags in Atlanta. But the Hawks did have the Magic City night canceled against the Orlando Magic.
And it's all Luke
next
Cornett's
month
fault.
because of Luke Cornett.
Well, I heard Al Horford also chimed in, and it was kind of wild because it's like, Al, you spent a lot of time playing in Atlanta.
Now, this is the other thing I was going to tell you. What did you say? It was on the chopping block, Darian. Well, did you hear what happened in downtown LA Saturday morning?
What happened down there?
Imagine you work like you're a 911 dispatch person. It's like you've had one cup of coffee.
I know a few of those.
It's early in the morning, and your phone call, and you ring, and you're like, hello, LA
911. Yeah.
Hello, 911. Yeah. Thank you. I was trying to.
LAPD.
Or something. Yeah. Hello, 911. What is your emergency? A man has cut off his penis himself. This is not a joke. This was downtown LA Saturday morning, 3:40 a.m. He cut it off. And guess what happened? He bled out.
Died right there.
They didn't get to him fast enough because there's a lot of blood flow, bro. You ever thought about that?
There's something about Mary. We got a bleeder.
Yeah, we got a bleeder, but that was just from the zipper, dog.
He did it to himself.
Yeah, he did do it to himself. And that looked so painful. I still didn't figure out how that happened, but that was funny.
I don't mean to be lighthearted about death, but can we blame crack on that?
Well, I don't think I can blame crack on that.
I mean, it's LA at 3:40 a.m. I'm just saying.
He cut his penis off and bled to death. And they said basically because they don't know. They're looking into it, but I can guarantee you, I ain't going to lie to you, bro. To do something like that ain't crack. Like, that's got to be that fin.
That's fin.
Like
a woman to make that dude.
As Boosie said, I'd much rather the crack.
By the way, did y'all hear? Do y'all remember Billy Idol from "In the Midnight Hour She Cries, Whoa, Whoa, Whoa"?
Man,
and
we've
then
been trying to figure
and
out
the rebel to yell.
We've been trying to figure out what the hell Billy Idol been talking about for 40 years.
Yeah, but like, dude, he's like English. He's got a crazy accent. I know I got to go to break because I'm going to give you my bets because I got some good bets. But the last thing is this man got off of the heroin by smoking the rock. Did you hear that?
Wow.
I know. It was on my man, who's the dude who smokes bud and is on HBO.
That's kind of like Charlie Sheen said that
Dude, what's
he
the guy
had
on
the crack
HBO?
dealers reduce.
Help me, Darian. Dude on
reduce the
HBO,
strength.
smokes weed.
Bill Maher.
Bill Maher, thank you. Damn, dude, you know everything.
I try.
But yeah, he was on the
Mike
show
Tyson?
and admitted that that's how he got off of it.
Yeah, because that was like Charlie Sheen was saying that he had the crack
Dealer, cut it.
Cut
Dealer.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Like, what?
Well, do me a favor. You will bleed out before even 911 can get to you if you cut off your unit. So kids, don't do drugs. Don't cut off your unit. And always go to school and say yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am. And yes, sir, and no, sir. Because there are only two genders. Bag and two shakes. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Start your day with Sports 56 Mornings with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10, right here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director at Lexus of Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
Unlock your new go-to spot, Codes Dispensary in Steele, Missouri, just over an hour from Memphis. When you're ready for a legal, reliable option, they're right up the road. Explore the full menu of top-shelf products in-store and online. Short on time? Order ahead and cruise through the drive-thru for a quick pickup. Stack rewards while you stock up with Club Codes. Earn points for every dollar spent. Codes Dispensary, now open in Steele, Missouri. Supreme cannabis that's worth the drive. Learn more at codesdispensary.com. That's codesdispensary.com.
We all want the best without having to pay the most. That's where Verizon comes in. Get this. Now you can take your AT&T or T-Mobile bill into any Verizon store. They'll look at what you're paying and give you a better deal, period. You get the amazing coverage you want while keeping more cash in your pocket. Visit your local Verizon store to start saving today. Must provide recent consumer mobile bill in the name of the person redeeming the deal. Additional terms and conditions apply.
At Jason's Deli, when you're dining in or picking up curbside, you can expect wholesome food and no surprises, just delicious sandwiches, crisp salads, and quick quality meals made with the freshest ingredients and no artificial trans fats, MSG, high fructose corn syrup, or artificial colors and dyes. Around here, a lot of thought goes into what we put into our food and what we take out of it, because you're not just taking a bite, you're getting a taste of who we are. New items are constantly being created to expand our menu for all tastes and special diets with vegan and gluten-free options available. Convenience and on-time delivery you can count on. It's just a click away at jasonsdeli.com, so whether you need to feed 5 people or 5,000, the team at Jason's Deli, they have the credentials and the commitment to keep you satisfied. Freshness is nearby at Jason's Deli with locations at Ridgeway in the Park Place Center, Poplar and Highland, Germantown Road in Cordova, and on Goodman Road in Olive Branch. Jason's Deli. It's wholesome food and no surprises.
4.9 liter V8, 0 to 60, and I'm about to find out.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It's time to close this bad boy out on a beautiful Tuesday. But I got to give you a little information about who are we going to bet on. And man, Mr. J. Ham, I'm going to let you go first because you know what?
Big 12 tournament. BYU, Kansas State. BYU's a 10.5 point favorite. We are rolling with the Cougars.
I love Cougars.
What's that, the Crumble Cookie Cougars? Yeah, we're rolling with them and AJ.
Crumble Cookie and the Cougars, AJ DeBonza. I'm taking Gonzaga, Santa Clara under 159.5, and I'm going with Penn State plus 6.5. For everybody out there, for Darian, for J. Ham, I'm John Harden. Thank you, Mo Schefter. Get out there, make that world a better place. See you on the flip side. Peace.
Do your thing and rep your hood.
Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Available locally on your radio dial as well as around the world online at sports56whbq.com. Take us with you everywhere by downloading the Sports 56 app. And at home, just say, Alexa, play Sports 56. Wherever you are, it's easy to stay tuned to Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Memphis, ready to play golf whenever you want? Now you can. Welcome to Back Nine Golf, Memphis' premier indoor golf facility built for players who never want to leave the game. Open 24/7 for members, Back Nine Golf features 4 tour-level full-swing simulators letting you take on bucket list courses like St. Andrews, Pebble Beach, and TBC Sawgrass without leaving the Mid-South. Grab your friends, book a bay, play a full round, or hit the driving range to work on your game with instant shot data trusted by the pros. Memphis, you don't have to be a member to tee it up. Public tee times are also available. Rain, heat, wind, or daylight doesn't matter. Your tee time is always on. Visit theback9golf.com/Memphis for more information. That's theback9golf.com